So we're given this sequence. So our first step is to just label n. So this is our first term, this is our second term, this is our third term, and this is our fourth term. So the first step is to just calculate the difference between each of these terms. So between 4 to 14, we're adding 10. 14 to 28, we're adding 14. And between 28 to 46, we're adding 18. Now you'll notice what's different to a standard nth term is that these are all different. So what that means we need to do now is find the second difference, which is the difference between the differences. So between 10 to 14, we need to add 4. 14 to 18, we're adding 4. We've now got a constant difference, or the same difference, so we can stop. But because we've had to find two sets of differences here, it means we're dealing with a quadratic. And the format of a quadratic is just an squared plus bn plus c. And our job now is to find the values of a, b and c to find the nth term. Now a is very easy to work out because it's just this constant difference here divided by 2. So a equals 4 divided by 2, which is just 2. So we can rewrite this as 2n squared plus bn plus c. So now our job is just to find b and c. So our first step to doing that is to just write out what this quadratic equation would be when n equals 1. So we're just going to input 1 into n here. So we're going to get 2 times by 1 squared plus b times by 1 plus c. Now 2 times by 1 squared is just 2, b times by 1 is just b, and then we've got plus c, and that equals whatever our first term is, which is 4. We now need to repeat this process for when n equals 2. So we're going to get 2 times by 2 squared, add b times by 2, add c. Now 2 times by 2 squared is 2 times by 4, which is 8. 2 times by b is just 2b, plus c equals now our second term, which is 14. All we now need to do is subtract these two equations from each other. So we're going to get 8 minus 2, which is just 6, 2b minus b, which is just b, c minus c cancels each other out, and then we've got 14 minus 4, which is just 10. So all we need to do is rearrange this to find b. So b then equals 10 minus 6, which is 4. So our last job is to just find the value of c. Now we can use our value of b here in either of these equations. So let's use it in n equals 1. So we know 2 plus b plus c equals 4, taking it from here. So we can now input our value of b as 4. So we get 2 plus 4 plus c equals 4. This can simplify then to 6 plus c equals 4. So the value of c must be minus 2. So now we've found our three values. To find our nth term, which we'll just write here, we just need to input them into this quadratic format. So we're going to get an squared, and we know a is 2. So we get 2n squared. We then get plus bn, and we know our value of b is 4. So plus 4n plus c, which is minus 2. So our nth term is 2n squared plus 4n minus 2.